in a world where this is possible.
I'm just gonna... Yo, just chill. You're doing well, man. You're doing well. Go on. Go, bro. Oh, frick. My homie. Everyone's just looking at him like, bruh. This is... Holy moly.
You should be coming in though.
Yup.
Oh no.
Yup.
We have to consider, does Watchdog really do anything? You know, it's almost been a full year since Simon Hypixel said that he was going to update Watchdog. It's almost been a full year since he said he's going to take action against cheaters, but we haven't seen any of that. Or at least I haven't. As a person who's been getting into Mega Skywars and playing it pretty frequently for the past months, I can pretty much confidently say that there's a 1 in 3 chance of you getting a hopper in each game. And at times there are even hoppers partied together. Some days it's so bad that I can only play when mods are online. Just think about that. The anti-cheat doesn't do anything. I can literally only play when staff members are online and manually banning the hoppers. Is it really unreasonable for me as a Hypixel player to have lost faith entirely in the anti-cheat? At this point, I really can't blame Hypixel. No, that's a lie. I completely blame Hypixel. But on top of that, I also blame Mojang and just the world in general for just being poorly designed and balanced. So here's a part where I talk to you about why Hypixel hasn't really updated their anti-cheat, or why it seems that way. Because in the background, they have been updating their anti-cheat. They've been doing various tweaks to their anti-cheat in order to improve the experience of the players. But in the end, it's all trivial. There's actually been hacked client developers who have responded to this very tweet by saying that they get paid more money to be a hacked client developer than a Hypixel anti-cheat dev. So that just shows you the biggest problem. The smarter people are working as hacked client developers, while people like Cryptkeeper, who don't know the difference between walking and speeding around at the speed of light, are developing Watchdog. I'd like to walk you through this one video that I found on YouTube, right? Hacking on Hypixel UHC with PowerX. This is a client that a lot of UHC people use. One of my friends actually showed me this, and I was very intrigued by this entire video. As you can see, this guy here is literally in creative mode. He's currently doing a dream level speed run. He literally killed the Ender Dragon in UHC. He's going around, just flying around with the Ender Dragon, taking a little stroll at y equals 500. Yeah, so he's just hitting these players from literally above them, like a god smiting them from the sky. The response that Palika made to Simon when he originally tweeted that Watchdog update tweet aged like fine wine. What is going on at this point? He's hitting people from like 100 blocks away when they're underground. How is this possible? And how has Watchdog not picked this up in 0.2 seconds? Whenever I make a video ranting like this, people often ask me, well, you don't have any better suggestions. To them, I tell them to shave their neck beard and go away. On top of that, I also tell them that, you know, I'm not an admin. I as a player should not be coming up with suggestions to improve a world-class anti-cheat, as Hypixel likes to call themselves. If I were to introduce any suggestions, I would be to rely on more advanced methods, such as using AI, which is, I think, a proposition made by a lot of other players too. You can feed Watchdog information as it tries to detect different bot accounts that you can set up by yourself that are either cheating or not, and then you can tell Watchdog if it false bans, you know, what it did wrong. That's sort of like the base of what machine learning is. You basically feed a machine or AI information, and then it basically competes with itself and keeps learning from its mistakes, and it slowly develops and gets better. I think that's the best option for Hypixel as a large server to do, because honestly, all of these clients that are coming out are solely focusing on Hypixel, so it's like a bunch of small ants piling on like one big cockroach, you know? It's a big mess. When you have a million ants, no matter how big the cockroach is, it can't do anything. So it's kind of like that. Hypixel really needs to adapt, improvise, and overcome. But until they finally flip that switch, until they finally fix the issues of all these hacked clients, until they come up with an innovative solution, and until they persuade hacked client devs to come work for them instead, we're just gonna have to deal with this.
No.